Hello, Mr. Heap here. We're going to continue on with this. And we have a functioning program. Now we just want to make it just a little bit better. I'll show you one pet peeve that I have with this. When I start it, it's kind of clumsy going from starting the program over to running it. Sometimes you don't go in right away. Maybe 4 or 5 seconds goes off the clock. I don't like that. I want to have something in the game that starts the game. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a block. And in that, when I hit the block, it's going to start the whole game. To do that, I need to change things into a function format. So I'm going to have a definition of main where I'm going to take everything from at this point down and just tab it over. So that is in our main part of our function. That runs the big chunk of our game. So now what we want to do is define a start. So at the start, what's going to happen? Well, I want to take all of the stuff that I used to set it up and tab it over. But now I want to create a block. I'm going to use glowing obsidian, and I'm going to set it at 131 because I start at 020. I want it to be just a little bit off from where I start. So this block pops up at 131, and it's going to be glowing obsidian, which is 246. And then I want to constantly check and see if I hit it. So a good way to do that is take this code that I've already written and paste it up here. One difference, first I got to pull this while loop back. There we go. And so instead of n minus start, it's just going to be while true because we want this to always loop through. It's not going to just have 30 seconds to start the game. You have as much time as you want. So what this does is it takes the blocks that you've hit, find the position, and then get the block at that position. So if the block ID that you have is equal to 246, so if we hit a block that's 246, then it's going to send it to the main part of the function, which starts up our game. All right, in order to play this, we have to go to the bottom and say start. So that starts up our main function. And now let's see how this works. So you run it in the world. You can hit any block you want. Doesn't do anything. However, once you hit the glowing obsidian, all of a sudden the game starts. Now we're in our main part of our function right now. We go around and we hit our blocks, and when we hit them, they're all disappearing, and then we'll have 20 seconds to get as high of a score as we can possibly get. All right, game over. Score is 2. That's a good start. I like that. But now what do? The game's over. You're just stuck in this world that you can't do anything. The world's immutable. Let's have some sort of play again feature so we can start this game over and play it again. So we're going to do something very similar to what we did before. We're just going to create another function. Instead of it being the start function, let's call it the def play again function. And so in this, it's going to be very, very similar to the start function. We're just going to say game over. Well, we already have the game over. We'll tell it, do you want to play again? So mc.post to chat, and do you want to play again? And then we have to tell them how they can play again. The how is hit the glowing obsidian. And of course, you can choose whatever block you want. I just like that glowing obsidian block. So hit the glowing obsidian. And then we'll pretty much just do the start function. I could, I guess, just say start and send it up there. Or I can just copy and paste this, send it down. Either would work, I guess. I think that's looking good. Now we have to tell it to play again once we end. So after we it says game over, send it to the play it again. And now let's run it and see if it works. So I come in, I hit my glowing obsidian, I go around my world, trying to find these blocks. I have 20 seconds. All right, our score is 8. Do you want to play again? Hit the glowing obsidian. So we go around, there's our glowing obsidian. We can hit that, and now game on.